Hey everyone, welcome to the 7 podcast. I'm Jack.
And I'm Sarah, and today we're doing something different.
What's that?
We're telling you a complete life story in English.
A whole story?
Yes, from childhood to old age. And we'll teach you vocabulary and grammar along the way.
This is brilliant. You learn English through storytelling.
Exactly. Stories are the best way to learn language naturally.
Why stories?
Because your brain remembers stories better than lists of words.
It's more engaging.
Much more. And you learn vocabulary in context.
So we're telling one person's life story?
Yes, we'll call her Emma.
Is Emma real?
She's a composite based on real people and real experiences.
Before we start Emma's story, I have a question.
What?
Why is storytelling so effective for learning?
Because stories have structure, beginning, middle, end. Your brain loves patterns.
What else?
Stories have emotions. When you feel something, you remember it better.
So learning through stories is more memorable than textbooks.
Much more. You'll remember Emma's story long after this episode.
I'm excited. Let's tell our listeners what this episode covers.
We're telling Emma's complete life story in English.
We'll pause throughout to teach vocabulary, grammar, and expressions.
You'll learn past tenses, life vocabulary, emotions, everything.
Now, before we start, we want to hear from you.
In the comments, tell us, do you like learning English through stories?
Or do you prefer grammar lessons?
Share your learning preferences.
And if you want to learn English naturally through storytelling, please subscribe to the 7 podcast.
Like this video. Share it with English learners.
We're teaching you English the way humans naturally learn, through stories.
Real stories, real vocabulary, real learning.
So subscribe, like, and comment. Let's build a community of English learners.
All right, Jack. Ready to tell Emma's story?
Ready. Let's start at the beginning.
Emma's childhood. Let me start. Emma was born in a small town in 1950.
Was born, passive voice. Born is the past participle of bear.
She was the youngest of 4 children.
Youngest, superlative. She had 3 older siblings.
Her father worked at the local factory and her mother was a homemaker.
Homemaker, someone who takes care of the home, also called stay-at-home parent.
They didn't have much money, but they were happy.
Didn't have much, expressing limited resources politely.
Emma's childhood was simple. She played outside with neighborhood kids, helped her mother with chores, and went to the small school in town.
Notice the past simple tense. Played, helped, went, all describing habitual past actions.
Let's teach key childhood vocabulary.
Siblings, brothers and sisters.
Chores, household tasks like washing dishes, cleaning.
Neighborhood, the area around your home.
To grow up, to become an adult. She grew up in a small town.
Upbringing, how you were raised. She had a happy upbringing.
Let's continue the story.
When Emma was 13, something changed.
When Emma was. Time marker sets the scene.
She discovered she loved reading. The school library became her favorite place.
Discovered, found out. Became, past of become, meaning transformed into.
While her friends were interested in boys and makeup, Emma was interested in books and learning.
While, contrast, shows 2 things happening at the same time.
She dreamed of becoming a teacher.
Dreamed of becoming, expressing future aspiration in the past.
But her parents couldn't afford to send her to university.
Couldn't afford, didn't have enough money, very common expression.
When Emma graduated from high school at 18, she felt lost.
Graduated from, completed school, felt lost, didn't know what to do.
Let's teach teenage vocabulary.
Teenager, person aged 13 to 19, teens for short.
Adolescence, the teenage period.
To rebel, to resist authority. Many teenagers rebel against their parents.
Peer pressure, pressure from people your age.
aspiration or dream, what you hope to achieve.
Coming of age, becoming an adult.
Emma was coming of age during difficult times. After high school, Emma got a job at the local diner as a waitress.
Got a job, found employment, as a waitress in the position of.
The work was hard and the pay was low, but she needed the money.
The pay was low, didn't earn much. Notice the contrast with but.
She worked 6 days a week, saving every penny she could.
Saving every penny, being very frugal, trying to save money.
She had a dream to save enough money for college.
Had a dream, expressing goal or aspiration.
For 3 years, Emma worked tirelessly.
Tirelessly, without getting tired, very hard. For 3 years, duration.
She barely went out, rarely bought new clothes, and lived with her parents to save on rent.
Barely and rarely, almost never. To save on, expressing purpose.
It was lonely and exhausting, but she didn't give up.
Didn't give up, continued despite difficulty. Important phrase.
Let's teach work vocabulary.
Employee, person who works. Employer, person who hires.
Wage or salary, money earned from work.
Full-time, working all week. Part-time, working some days.
To make ends meet, to have enough money to survive.
To struggle financially, to have money problems.
Emma struggled, but she persevered.
Persevered, continued despite difficulty.
Finally, at 21, Emma had saved enough money for 1 year of college.
Finally, after a long time, had saved, past perfect, completed action before another past action.
She applied to the local university and was accepted.
Applied to, submitted an application, was accepted, passive voice, they accepted her.
This was the happiest moment of her life so far.
So far, up to this point, the happiest moment, superlative describing peak emotion.
However, there was a problem.
However, introducing a contrasting idea, a problem.
Her father was sick, and the family needed her income.
Was sick, ill, needed her income, required her financial contribution.
Emma faced an impossible choice: pursue her dream or help her family.
Faced, confronted, pursue, follow, chase after.
After many sleepless nights, she made her decision.
Sleepless nights, nights without sleep, worrying, made her decision, decided. She would go to college. Her family supported her despite the hardship.
Despite, even though there was, shows contrast.
Let's teach decision vocabulary.
Choice or decision, selecting between options.
Dilemma, difficult choice between two options.
To face, to confront something difficult.
To weigh options, to consider different choices.
To take a risk, to do something uncertain.
Turning point, moment that changes everything.
This was Emma's turning point. College was harder than Emma expected.
Harder than expected, comparative structure showing reality versus prediction.
She was older than most students and had to work part-time while studying.
Older than, comparative, had to work, necessity, while studying, simultaneous actions.
She often felt overwhelmed and exhausted.
Overwhelmed, feeling like it's too much, exhausted, extremely tired.
But she also felt alive. She was learning, growing, becoming who she was meant to be.
Beautiful parallel structure, learning, growing, becoming, 3 present participles showing continuous development.
She made friends, discovered new ideas, and fell in love with literature.
Made friends, formed friendships, fell in love with, became passionate about.
In her final year, she met James, a fellow student who shared their love of books.
Fellow student, another student, who shared, relative clause giving more information.
They studied together, talked for hours, and slowly fell in love.
Slowly fell in love, gradual romantic development.
Let's teach education vocabulary.
Undergraduate, college student working on first degree.
Major, main subject of study. I majored in English.
Semester, or term, part of academic year.
Credits or units, measurements of coursework.
To graduate, to complete a degree.
Alumni, former students.
Emma would soon be an alumna. Let's pause the story and review what we've learned.
Great idea. We've covered Emma from birth to college graduation.
What grammar have we seen?
Past simple tense. She was born. She worked. She studied.
Past continuous, while her friends were interested in boys.
Past perfect. She had saved enough money.
Comparatives, harder than expected, older than most students.
Superlatives. The happiest moment. The youngest of 4.
What vocabulary themes?
Family. Parents, siblings, children.
Work, job, salary, employee, employer.
Education. College, university, study, graduate.
Emotions, happy, overwhelmed, exhausted, excited.
Life stages. Childhood, adolescence, adulthood.
Notice how natural it feels to learn in context?
Much better than memorizing lists.
Let's continue Emma's story.
Yes, what happens next?
After graduation, Emma got her dream job teaching English at a high school.
Got her dream job, achieved what she wanted. Teaching English, gerund as description.
She loved it. Every day she inspired young people to love reading.
Every day, habitual action. Inspired, motivated, encouraged.
She married James and they moved to a bigger city.
Married, became husband and wife. Moved to, relocated.
2 years later, they had their first child, a daughter named Sophie.
Had their first child. Gave birth. Past simple for completed action.
Life became busier. Emma was teaching full-time, raising a child, and managing a household.
Became busier. Past of become. 3 parallel activities using gerunds.
It was challenging, but she wouldn't change a thing.
Challenging, difficult but rewarding. Wouldn't change a thing. Completely satisfied.
She felt fulfilled. She was making a difference.
Fulfilled, satisfied, complete. Making a difference, having positive impact.
Let's teach family and career vocabulary.
Spouse, husband or wife.
To raise children, to bring up, to parent.
Work-life balance, managing work and personal life.
Career versus job. Career is long-term path.
Promotion, advancing to higher position.
Fulfillment, satisfaction, and happiness.
When Emma was 45, tragedy struck.
Tragedy struck. Something terrible happened. Dramatic expression.
James was diagnosed with cancer.
Was diagnosed with. Doctors identified illness. Passive voice.
For 2 years, Emma watched her husband fight the disease.
Watched, observed. Fight the disease. Struggle against illness.
She continued teaching, raised their teenage daughter, and cared for James.
3 parallel actions. Continued, raised, cared for, all past simple.
She didn't know how she found the strength, but she did.
Found the strength. Discovered inner power, but she did. Emphatic confirmation.
Despite the best medical care, James passed away when Emma was 47.
Passed away. Died. Polite euphemism.
Emma was devastated. The grief was overwhelming.
Devastated. Emotionally destroyed. Grief. Deep sorrow from loss.
But she had Sophie, her students, her work. She had reasons to keep going.
Reasons to keep going. Motivation to continue. Had to. Expressing necessity through choice.
Slowly, painfully, she rebuilt her life.
Rebuilt. Constructed again. Slowly, painfully. Adverbs describing the difficult process.
Let's teach loss and resilience vocabulary.
Grief. Deep sorrow from loss.
To mourn, to grieve, to feel sadness for someone who died.
Widow. Woman whose husband died. Widower. Man whose wife died.
Resilience, ability to recover from difficulty.
To cope, to manage difficult situations.
To heal, to recover emotionally or physically.
Emma was healing, slowly. The years passed. Sophie grew up, went to college, started her own family.
The years passed. Time went by. 3 parallel past simple actions.
Emma became a grandmother at 58.
Became a grandmother. Her daughter had a child.
She retired from teaching at 65 after 40 years in education.
Retired from, stopped working permanently, after 40 years, duration.
On her last day, the school held a celebration. Former students came from across the country to thank her.
Held a celebration, organized an event, came from across, traveled from various places.
Emma realized she had touched hundreds of lives.
Realized, understood, had touched, past perfect showing completed impact.
In retirement, Emma didn't slow down.
Didn't slow down, stayed active, negative past simple.
She volunteered at the library, traveled, spent time with her grandchildren.
3 activities, volunteered, traveled, spent time, all past simple.
She finally had time to read all the books she'd never had time for.
Had time, possessed free time. She'd never had, contraction of she had never had, past perfect. Let's teach aging vocabulary.
Elderly or senior, older person.
Retirement, period after you stop working.
Grandparent, parent's parent.
Golden years, later life, ideally peaceful.
Legacy, what you leave behind.
Wisdom, knowledge from life experience.
Emma had great wisdom.
Now, Emma is 80. She lives in a small apartment surrounded by books and photos.
Lives, present simple because she's still alive, surrounded by, encircled by.
When people ask her about her life, she smiles.
When people ask, present simple for habitual action.
She tells them she's had a simple life, nothing extraordinary.
She's had, present perfect, has had, showing life from past to present.
But that's not true. Her life was full of courage, love, perseverance, and impact.
Was full of, past simple, courage, love, perseverance, impact, beautiful parallel nouns.
She worked hard, loved deeply, overcame tragedy, and inspired generations.
4 parallel past simple verbs, showing a complete life.
She turned struggles into strength, pain into wisdom, loss into legacy.
Beautiful tricolon, 3 parallel phrases.
Emma's life proves you don't need fame or fortune to live a meaningful life.
Proves, present simple, don't need, negative present.
You just need courage, love, and purpose.
Need, present simple, showing universal truth.
That's Emma's story.
Beautiful.
Time for our word tour. Let's review life vocabulary from Emma's story.
Repeat after us.
Life stages.
Childhood, early years, adolescence, teenage years, adulthood.
Middle age, around 40s, 50s. Old age or senior years, later life.
Say them. Childhood, adolescence, adulthood, middle age, old age.
Life events.
Birth, being born, graduation, finishing school, marriage, getting married.
Retirement, stopping work. Death, end of life.
Say them. Birth, graduation, marriage, retirement.
Emotions and states.
Overwhelmed, too much to handle, fulfilled, satisfied, devastated, deeply hurt, resilient, able to recover.
Grateful, thankful.
Say them. Overwhelmed, fulfilled, devastated, resilient.
Actions and processes.
To struggle, to face difficulty, to persevere, to continue despite hardship, to overcome, to defeat challenges, to inspire, to motivate others.
Say them. Struggle, persevere, overcome, inspire.
Let's wrap up with tips for learning English through stories.
Tip 1. Read or listen to stories at your level.
Not too easy, not too hard. Challenge yourself.
Tip 2. Notice verb tenses.
Stories use many tenses naturally. Past simple, past perfect, present perfect.
Tip 3. Learn vocabulary in context.
Words in stories stick better than word lists.
Tip 4. Pay attention to time markers.
When, while, after, before, finally, these structure stories.
Tip 5. Pay attention to emotional language.
Stories teach you how to express feelings.
Tip 6. Retell stories in your own words.
This practices speaking and tests understanding.
Tip 7. Write your own story.
Tell your life story in English.
All right, everyone, we've told Emma's complete life story.
From birth to old age, with all the vocabulary and grammar along the way.
We learned past tenses, life vocabulary, emotional expressions.
All through natural storytelling.
If this episode helped you, please subscribe to the 7 podcast.
Like this video. Share it with English learners.
Comment below. Tell us what part of Emma's story resonated with you.
Or write one sentence about your life story in English.
Remember, stories are the best way to learn a language.
Your brain is wired for narrative.
In English, we say, everyone has a story to tell.
What's yours? Practice telling it in English.
Thanks for listening to Emma's story, everyone.
We'll see you in the next episode of the 7 podcast.
Now go find a story to read or listen to.
Or better yet, tell your own.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.